Hello everyone, I'm Will and welcome to the Brick Zone. This is a 2015 LEGO Pirates set. This is set number 70412 Soldiers Fort. The set sells for $29.99 and includes 234 pieces. Here's the Soldiers Fort fully built. The blue base plate does not come with the set, I just added that in myself. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at the fort. Starting down here in the front, you can see we have a pirate and a plain rowboat. There really isn't that much to say about it. It's just a plain brown rowboat. It has one of those stud shooters at the back, along with a pirate's flag at the front. Moving along to the left, we have the small section of dock. You can see one of the blue Colt soldiers just standing there. There is a cannon over here, and some extra studs in the back. Not studs, but rounded 1x1s. So you can put the cannons in here, pull back, and fire, like so. So there are two back there for you to fire. And the cannon can rotate around and swivel. In the back there you can see there are some toads, for some reason, on this Technic palm tree. Interesting build. At first I didn't really like it, but it kind of grows on you after a while, so kind of a fan. Over there you can see there's a lantern and a tunnel, or I guess not a tunnel, but an archway underneath the fort. Moving along to the right, the lower right part, you can see that there is a prison cell, and inside the prison cell, if we open the door, there's a pirate who is being locked up at the moment. So you can pretend this is locked. There's not an actual lock or anything. And maybe over here at the side, if we zoom out, you can see there's a barred window over there. So maybe in the middle of the night or something, his pirate friend sneaks along the side. Oh, and falls off the turntable. He sneaks along the side and maybe gets out of his little boat and yanks on this a bit. Usually with this sort of thing they include a chain or something, but in this case they don't. And you could just pull this out completely. Oh, whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen, but yeah. You just pull the wall out and you can break the pirate out of jail. LEGO does this a lot in a lot of sets, like in the Wild West, old jail cells and stuff. But yeah, you can just pull it out like that. I actually think I made the whole thing come loose, but it's a little stubborn, but if you just pull on it, it just pops out. And you can pop it back in like that. So there's that. On the back, it's pretty open. The jail cell isn't closed completely, so I guess you just have to use your imagination to imagine it being fully enclosed. But I guess they just left it open so you can just stick your hands in and, you know, put the pirate, or just move him around in there. I don't know if my fingers are just big, but it's pretty tight. And here's the other side of the archway. If you don't have the oars out, the boat can pass through here, so that's nice. Let's demonstrate that, and just fits right on through. Alright. So that takes care of the bottom floor. Moving on to the second floor here, you can see there's a barrel in the back with a pickaxe in it for some reason. There's some turrets here on the side. Well, a turret, I guess, just made out of some bricks. You can see the palm tree again. And over here by the front, you can see that there's this, I guess like a crane of sorts. It's on a, I guess a hinge. A ratcheted hinge, I guess. And over here there's a knob, or a wooden knob, which you can loosen. And you can also adjust this up and down, and also rotate it around. But yeah, you can unravel this. It's attached by a string. Just you can just lower it pretty much. So let me zoom out so you guys can see that. So you see the treasure chest down here. You just have to turn this. You can see you can just raise it up. So you just turn this crank. So you can raise and lower it into the rowboat if you want. Or maybe you can swing it around and hit people. Just do whatever. It's pretty cool. On the front, over here on the second floor, you can see some barred balconies. Up here in the front, on top of the jail, you can see there's the governor looking out in his spyglass over the railing, so that's pretty nice. Not much else inside of there besides the barrel. And there's the inside of the turret over here by where you would crank the crane. That's about it for the second floor. And moving up to the final floor, on the third, you can see the governor's daughter hanging out on the flag, and there is the blue coat flag. Very nice. It's printed, so that's not a sticker. You can see one of these stud shooters, and it doesn't really make sense for it to be aimed up, but maybe if you have the big pirate ship, it makes a little more sense. Other than that, though, you can't aim it down or anything, so it's kind of useless against shooting at the rowboat. But other than that, other than the flag and the hand cannon, there isn't really much else up here. It's just kind of a place to stand figures at. I mean, there's this railing at the back, the black rails, but other than that, oh, and the flag is double-sided, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the Soldier's Fort. If you have the Soldier's Fort, you can also consider getting the Soldier's Outpost, which is a smaller set. And if you see here, there are some clips at the end of the docks on each set. And if you connect the clips, you just snap them, like so, which combines both sets into one larger fort overall. Representing the Bluecoats from left to right, we have the Governor, Bluecoat Soldier, and the Governor's Daughter. I really like the Governor himself because he looks a lot like Captain Crunch to me. Maybe if he was smiling, it would look a little bit more like him. His hat has a blue plume, and he has some cool front torso printing there. In the middle we have just a normal Bluecoat Soldier. It's grinning a bit. And last we have the Governor's Daughter, who's, has a pretty generic face. I really like the hairpiece though, that kind of caramel looking hair. She has front printing on her legs as well, so the two other Bluecoats do not. And here's a look at them from the back. And the Governor has some nice back printing, and we'll take off Governor's Daughter. That's what her back printing looks like. And the Bluecoat Soldier, even though you guys have probably seen these already, that's what his back printing looks like. So, none of them have any back printing on the head, but that's what their back printing looks like. So, while I'm at it, I'm just going to take these off. representing pirates, we have a couple of pirates. Pirate number 1, pirate number 2. And, you know, this one is seen in another set, only with a different head. So you have the red striped muscle shirt with the red bandana. And the one in the center is a little bit more interesting. I don't think I've seen that torso in any of the other sets, so it's nice to get a different torso. Although the face was reused. He has a trifold hat, while he has one of those thick bandanas. Both of them, or he has dual, or he has 2 pistols and he has a sword. Although the set does come with a bunch of extra stuff, like extra pistols, swords, epaulets, you name it. And here's a look at their back printing, and that about does it for the figures. I think this is a really strong pirate set. The fort itself is just lots of fun. You have the prison you can break the pirate out of, the archway you can pass under with the rowboat, and just a lot of places you can just kind of look out. Like a lot of balconies and ramparts and just railings you could just place your blue coats on. The dock is interesting, you know, have the weird toads and the palm tree and the cannon. In addition to the fort, it's nice to combine with the soldiers' outpost if you choose to get that. And even if you don't, it looks pretty complete on its own, like just a solid structure. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Crunchitize me, Captain, or Governor. What do you guys think of the Soldiers Fort? Leave a comment below, like or dislike the video, and subscribe to the Brick Zone for more video reviews and stop motions.